Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of gold, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably a sparkling engagement ring, a heavy gold bar locked away in a vault, or maybe even a pirate's treasure chest. For centuries, gold has been the ultimate symbol of wealth, power, and beauty. But what if I told you that its true value in the 21st century has less to do with jewelry and more to do with the device you're re-watching this on right now? That's right. Gold is quietly powering our modern world, and its role is about to get even bigger. Stick around, because today, we re-uncovering gold's unseen power and exploring how it is set to revolutionize technology in 2025, 2026, and beyond. This is the story of gold you've never been told. So why gold? What makes this particular metal so special for tech? Well, it comes down to a unique combination of properties that no other element can quite match. First, gold is an incredible conductor of electricity. It allows electrical currents to pass through it with very little resistance, which is crucial for making electronics efficient and reliable. Second, it's extremely resistant to corrosion. You know how other metals like iron rust or copper turns green? Gold doesn't do that. It stays pure and clean, even over long periods and in harsh conditions. This means the tiny connections inside your phone or computer won't degrade over time, preventing failures. And third, gold is incredibly malleable and ductile. That's a fancy way of saying you can stretch it into a microscopic wire or hammer it into a sheet so thin it's almost transparent. A single ounce of gold can be stretched into a wire 50 miles long. This allows us to use minuscule amounts of it in very precise ways, which is perfect for the world of microelectronics. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Gold is useful. But where is it actually being used? The answer is everywhere. Take a look at your smartphone. Inside that sleek device, there are probably around 50 milligrams of gold. It's used in the printed circuit board, the connectors, and other critical components. Why? Because every time you tap, swipe, or make a call, you're relying on billions of electrical signals to be transmitted instantly and flawlessly. Gold ensures those connections are perfect. It's not just phones. Laptops, desktop computers, high-definition televisions, and even your gaming console all rely on gold to function. The central processing unit, or CPU, the very brain of your computer, has hundreds of tiny gold wires bonding the silicon chip to its external pins. Without gold, the digital age as we know it simply wouldn't exist. But the applications go far beyond consumer electronics. Gold is a superstar in the aerospace industry. Satellites and spacecraft are exposed to extreme temperatures and intense radiation. To protect their sensitive instruments, engineers use gold. Thin films of gold are used to coat satellite parts and even astronauts' visors to reflect thermal radiation and keep things from overheating or freezing. The James Webb Space Telescope, for instance, has its massive mirrors coated with a microscopically thin layer of gold. This coating is incredibly effective at reflecting infrared light, which is exactly what the telescope needs to see the earliest stars and galaxies in the universe. So the next time you see those breathtaking images from deep space, remember that it's gold that's helping us look back in time. The medical field is another area where gold is making a life-saving difference. For decades, gold compounds have been used to treat rheumatoid arthritis. But now we're entering a new era of nanomedicine, and gold is at the forefront. Scientists are creating gold nanoparticles, tiny particles 1,000 times smaller than the width of a human hair. These nanoparticles have some amazing properties. For example, they can be engineered to seek out and bind to cancer cells. Once they've attached to a tumor, doctors can heat them with a laser. The gold particles absorb the light and heat up, destroying the cancer cells while leaving the surrounding healthy tissue unharmed. This targeted therapy could revolutionize cancer treatment, making it more effective and with fewer side effects. Gold nanoparticles are also being developed for rapid diagnostic tests. Imagine a test that could instantly detect viruses or other diseases with just a single drop of blood. Gold's unique optical properties make this possible, and we're on the cusp of seeing these technologies become widely available. So, we've seen how gold is already indispensable in our current tech. But what does the future hold? Looking ahead to 2025 and 2026, the demand for gold and technology is set to explode, driven by several key trends. First up is the expansion of 5G and the Internet of Things, or IoT. 5G networks require more complex and powerful infrastructure, And the billions of IoT devices coming online, from smart home appliances to industrial sensors, all need reliable, high-performance components. Gold is conductivity and resistance to corrosion, make it the perfect material for ensuring these next-generation networks and devices work seamlessly. As our world becomes more connected, our reliance on gold will only grow. Another major driver is the green energy revolution. Solar panels, for instance, rely on gold in their electrical contacts to efficiently capture and convert sunlight into electricity. As we transition to cleaner energy sources, the demand for high-efficiency solar technology will soar. Electric vehicles are another piece of the puzzle. While the batteries get most of the attention, the complex electronics that manage the power flow, safety systems, and autonomous driving features all contain gold. For an AV to be safe and reliable, you need connections that will never fail. Once again, gold is the answer. As we build a more sustainable future, this precious metal will be a critical, albeit hidden, component of that progress. And then there's the exciting world of artificial intelligence and quantum computing. These fields are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, requiring hardware that operates at incredible speeds and with unparalleled precision. Quantum computers, which promise to solve problems that are impossible for today's supercomputers, operate at temperatures close to absolute zero. In these extreme environments, you need materials that are not only superconductive, but also incredibly stable. Gold, along with other specialized materials, plays a crucial role in the intricate wiring of these futuristic machines. As we enter the era of AI and quantum leaps, gold will be the silent partner enabling these breakthroughs. The technology of 2026 and beyond will be built on a foundation that includes this ancient, timeless metal. But all of this raises an important question. Is there enough gold to go around? Gold is, after all, a finite resource. This is where innovation comes in. The tech industry is constantly finding ways to use gold more efficiently. The amount of gold in a single smartphone has decreased over the years, not because it's less important, but because engineers have gotten better at using just the right amount in just the right place. Thinner coatings and more precise applications mean we can do more with less. At the same time, the recycling of electronic waste, or e-waste, is becoming a massive industry. Your old phone or laptop is a literal gold mine. Companies are now developing advanced methods to extract the gold and other precious metals from discarded electronics, creating a circular economy. This urban mining not only reduces the need for new mining, but also helps deal with the growing problem of electronic waste. So, while the demand for gold is increasing, so is our ability to use it smarter and recycle it effectively. So the next time you see a piece of gold jewelry or a gold coin, remember that its story is so much bigger. It's not just a symbol of the past. It's a key to our future. It's helping us explore the cosmos, cure diseases, connect the world, and build a more sustainable planet. The unseen power of gold is all around us, in the devices in our pockets, and the technologies that will define our tomorrow. The golden age of technology is just beginning, and this remarkable element is right at the heart of it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this journey into the secret life of gold as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the science and technology that shape our world. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What application of gold surprised you the most? Let's get the conversation started. Until next time, stay curious.